Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go over this week's options watch list. Before I get into the watch list, if you're not in the room, you can find the link in the description of the video and in my bio section of social media accounts. Also, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I don't really like much this week, but we'll get into that in a second. Put the call ratio right now is at 0.72. It's pretty high. It's not extremely high, but it's pretty high. So a lot of people are on the put side, so keep that in mind. Now the economic calendar for the week. Monday, I don't see anything. Tuesday, don't see anything. Wednesday, don't see anything. Thursday, nothing. Friday, Corp, CPI, and flash manufacturing. So Friday seems to be the only day as of right now with anything significant. Sorry, can't talk right. Yeah, so Friday is the only day that we really have any news. But like I always say, check the economic calendar every morning. Same with the put the call ratio, because Powell can decide to speak out of nowhere, and same with Trump. And so always keep an eye on the economic calendar and the put the call ratio every single morning. That should be on your to-do list pre-market. Now SPY is just channeling between 666 and 660. Right now, it's just doing it. It's just right now, it's got a head and shoulders on the hourly. You get the left, the head, and the right shoulder. Got lots of things going on. And the ceasefire deal in Gaza is no longer valid. There's stuff going on there right now. Putin and Ukraine, then you have the trade wars in China, and you get all kinds of things happening. But SPY doesn't seem to care about anything because it's focused on a rate cut next week, which is probably not going to get. But so right now, I mean, I really don't know what SPY is going to do except for stay in this channel. So that's why I don't. It's hard to predict the future with SPY because, you know, one tweet from Trump and everything changes. But if it gets over 666, it gets up to 670, we're probably going to make new all-time high. Now, if we end up losing 658, then 652, and get down to 650, maybe we get down to the 640 area, 630. But right now, there's no real reason for SPY to get out of this range, because there's nothing, no news to get it going. But when SPY doesn't have news, the SPY is quiet. SPY likes to gap and grind. So that's probably what's going to end up happening until something happens. So that's why I'm probably thinking we're going to probably end up going to all-time high this week. But I don't know. I mean, you just don't know what SPY. I go based off from pre-market action and go from there. That's why you need to be in the room. You can't really predict the future. And VIX right now is at 21. Why does it say 21 over here, but 2078 over here? I don't know, whatever. But SPY, VIX is over 20, which is surprising. So VIX will probably end up getting crushed this week if SPY does manage to gap and grind or just range. VIX will probably get crushed, and we'll probably get back down to the 16, 15 area again on that. So keep an eye on VIX. VIX will give you a heads up what's probably going to end up happening. So usually VIX just pops up then dumps. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards the gap and grind with SPY, unless news happens that freaks it out. Now BABA is losing momentum with the trade wars and stuff like that. So I would look under 165 for push to 160. We lose this 160 area. BABA's got a long ways down. I mean, you got 145 and 135. So if it does lose that, it's going to have a pretty good drop. So BABA, definitely keep an eye on that one. Meta You know, head and shoulders, you get the left, you get the head and the right shoulder. If it gets underneath 700, which is beginning bought, but if we actually lose that, that's going to be a pretty good drop on Meta. So get out of here. You get what, 690, basically every $10, 680. The real big areas are going to be 650. So if we do lose 700, we could end up seeing 650 on Meta. So which would be right around here on the weekly. So yeah, that could line up pretty good if it does manage to drop. Tesla. Now Tesla has a head and shoulders right here, but I'd look at Tesla on both sides. I mean, he gets over 450. Well, actually, we're at 439. He gets over 440. Watch for push to 450. Now, if we get over 450, we're probably going to make a run to the 470 area. But if we, for some reason, we end up dropping, you can see this weekly consolidation over here. We end up losing this 415 area. We could see 400 and fill this gap, and possibly even down to 375 or 370 on Tesla. So Tesla is pretty much in an area where it could go either way. I'd watch it on both sides. Never count Tesla down. I mean, you think Tesla's weak and it just rips. You think it's strong, it just goes the other way. One of the things I've noticed on Tesla is I'll go to the 10-minute chart. It's one of the things I did notice with Tesla. I probably won't see it that well in this. Is that when it has a strong, like right here, it's got a red candle. When you have a strong red candle, it likes to rip the other way. When it has a strong green candle, it likes to rip the other way. But this way, I mean, this is a strong green candle, but it did end up going. But right here, strong green candle open, popped a little bit and sold off. Strong red candle, went the other direction. Strong red candle, then it bounced. I mean, the opening candle, if it's a really massive candle, like right here, strong green candle, sells off. So that's what Tesla loves to do, is fake out the opening candle and go the opposite way. So definitely keep an eye on that with Tesla. It's been doing that a lot lately. So should be an interesting week. Might not be much action until FOMC next week. It seems like SPY and the market's always waiting for something. So with that said, that's going to do it for the watch list. That's all I really like for right now, and that's why I need to be in the room. So thanks for watching.